game will decide which team will take home the ACC crown and be awarded an automatic BCS bid. Well, folks, we're going to have a great matchup on the outside today as this offense's star receiver goes up against a very good shutdown corner.
There's been a lot of smack talk going on all week long, and it should make this battle that much more interesting.
This kid is the quarterback's favorite target, so the ball will be thrown his way a lot. If this kid can get the open field and get some good yardage after the catch, then this defense will have a long, long, long day.
Well, we're just about ready. Let's join in on the coin toss, brought to you by Coke Zero. We'll see how these two teams play in this game as they prepare for the opening kickoff. And this game is now underway. There's a player hurt. It doesn't look to be that bad. This drive will start at the 23. We've got a 1st and 10. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Has it to the senior. Tackled right around the 30. The quarterback really kept his poise under pressure and delivered a pretty nice little ball right there.
Good decision here. Nice dump off. Only 7 yards, but the offense will take that play every time.
Throws to the right to his fullback. That's a 7-yard loss.
Well, this was not the best of plays that we've seen from them today.
Yep, they would have been better off throwing an incompletion.
Throws it deep. Catches it. And they bring him down. What a display of pure arm strength.
This kid has been throwing hard his whole life. He can really let it go.
There have been 22 Heisman Trophy winners playing quarterback. This guy has everything to be number 23.
Brought down right around the 28-yard line.
That's pretty impressive. Accuracy is important, but just as important is having receivers that can make plays.
Caught out in the open, and he's shoved out of bounds around the 19-yard line. Not a bad little play there.
Yeah, this is a nice job by the quarterback reading the coverage and delivering a very catchable ball and allowing his receiver to come up with a nice gain.
It's 2nd and 1. Ball on the 19. They line up in the red zone for the first time today. Gets it out quickly. He just couldn't hold off the defender, and he's brought down.
I like how this kid can use the sideline just as well as he can make plays in the middle of the field.
That's right, Kirk. They call that versatility.
That's right, Coach.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 11. From the gun. They go with the run. He tackles him for a loss. The lineman had a big push there to get in the backfield and bring him down.
Great penetration in the backfield. For such a big guy, this guy's got some really quick feet.
And once he gets moving, there's no... Again. This guy is so big and strong that he's almost impossible to block with one guy.
The offense lines this one up in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They go with the run. They bring him down in the backfield. He didn't really have a chance on that play.
Boy, guys, how about the defense on this play? They sniffed that play out from the start.
It's the 9th play of the drive. 3rd down. 3 wideouts here. And it looks like they're going to bring some heat. Throws into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's knocked out of bounds around the 21-yard line. How about that defensive play?
What I liked here was the way the defense reacted as soon as the ball was thrown and allowed them to come up with the interception.
What I didn't like was the decision by the quarterback. He's a smart kid. He knows better than to throw a pass like that.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 21. They're packed in tight on the line. Runs it right and can't get away. Nice tackle. Maybe a few, but that's it.
That was a great tackle. The defender seemingly came out of nowhere and put a big hit on the ball carrier.
The defense is in the nickel. Gets it out quick, and it's going the other way. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Florida State. What a great interception return by this defense.
Hey, they say the best offense is a good defense.
Yep, it sure is when they're putting points on the board.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. Florida State to kick. He sends it off. At the 40. He's taken down at the 47. So the offense will come back out onto the field hoping for a little better result than that last pick six.
I can't stress enough how much that turnover really turned this game around.
That's why turnovers are usually the biggest difference in close games. Actually, any game for that matter.
And they'll take over at midfield. That'll be a gain of 3 yards.
Here they tried to jam up the running back with the outside linebacker blitz, and it worked pretty well.
Really just nowhere to go on that play. It's a good job of these guys slowing down that running game.
Way to whip it in.
Excellent job by this young quarterback of making the defense pay for bringing both outside linebackers. That's composure right there.
They're packed in tight on the line. Runs it, and he stops short of the line of scrimmage.
This is a fabulous job by the linebacker of shedding a block and getting into the backfield.
Yep, the offensive line left the ball carrier out to dry there. Without better protection, he won't be able to go anywhere.
Here we go.
He's on the run. He's in trouble. He gets rid of it, and it's going the other way. Got an opening. Another interception, and this is not what the quarterback had in mind.
Kirk, you probably know this better than anybody, but you just can't let a couple of interceptions get into your head. You got to just move on and play with confidence, right?
What are you saying, that I threw a lot of interceptions or something? But you're right. You got to bounce back and keep your composure.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 45. And we got a new man in there, running back. They go with the run. Decides to slide. He got back to the line of scrimmage, but not much more. It's 2nd and 11. Ball on the 45-yard line. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. They go with the back, and he's got room. And down he goes at the 38. About 7 yards on that carry.
7-yard gain on the play.
3rd and 3. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. They'll be stopped before they reach the first down marker.
Now that was some real hard-nosed defense. Way to bring up 4th down, guys.
It's 4th down, and the offense is getting set to go for it. And they swap out the running back now for this next play. Throws into triple coverage, and it's intercepted. The defense just picked up their 2nd interception of the game.
This defense has really been in sync during the first half.
They've really confused this quarterback by throwing different packages at him.
Yeah, they're all fired up now. If they keep this up, it'll be a long day for this offense.
The defense comes out with 5 defensive backs this time. They'll bring him down at the 37-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain. 2nd down, 3 yards to go. Ball on their own 37. New running back now into the backfield. They work the right side, and there is nothing going there. Picked up a yard of anything on that run.
Not much for the ball carrier there.
Yeah, Coach, the safety came up from the secondary and made a nice, solid tackle.
He's going to try and scramble. And we'll take a break while the injured players attended to. A new school record has just been set. What a year.
And think about it, of all the quarterbacks that have played at this school, none of them have thrown for this many yards in a single season.
And this kid is a complete quarterback. He's played the position with poise and has produced more yardage this year than any other quarterback in school history.
He gets another carry. He's into the open field. He's knocked out of bounds at the 32. And he just eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark for rushing.
You know, to a lot of people, it's no big deal if a guy runs for over 1,000 yards in a season. But I'll tell you what, it takes some skills to be able to accomplish this feat.
North Carolina.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line. They're lining up in the 5-2. Here's the halfback. Good open field tackle. They get 3 yards on the play.
This run was disrupted by the blitz of the middle linebacker.
Yep, and the halfback couldn't slip by. Good play by the defense there.
They line up in the shotgun. Now he tries to buy some time. He gets hit out of bounds around the 16-yard line. A big gain for the quarterback.
I'll tell you what, guys, this guy's pretty athletic.
Just like you when you played at the old Buckeyes, Steve. I don't think this was a design play, but it worked like it was. And you're right. If I'm the coach, I'd let this kid run it more.
And he's tackled at the 8.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense.
Well, the offense is helped out by that defensive penalty.
You bet they are. That's an easy way to pick up yards.
First and goal, and a touchdown ties it, folks. They're crowding the line. They run it, and he's in. That was a fine run to get in the end zone, guys.
Hey, that's his 10th of the season, Kirk.
Well, this guy's been solid all year long, and this won't be the last time we'll see him in the end zone.
They'll line up for the extra point in an attempt to tie the game. He splits the uprights with the extra point. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. Kicks it away. He's to the 10. Across the 30. Tackle at the 33. The offense comes out to start this drive, and they're hoping for a better result as they threw a pick on their last possession.
This quarterback can make good passes. He just needs to focus on not forcing the ball to his receiver.
Pitch left, and they make the stop at the 39. Pickup of about 6 yards on the pitch to the halfback. 2nd and 4 coming up here. Ball on the 39-yard line. The defensive back's moving in closer. The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. Throws to the fullback. They can't hook up. Incomplete. They're really fortunate that wasn't intercepted.
Not a very smart decision by the quarterback. He had no shot at completing it.
Yeah, but that defender had a perfect shot at it. He just didn't catch it.
4 wide. And the safety with the interception. And he's taken down around the 30-yard line. He tried to force that one in there.
Yep. And the safety made him pay for it. Great job of watching the quarterback's eyes and even a better catch.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 30. They're packed in tight on the line. Tries to get around the corner. Tackle at the 28. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's 2nd and 8. Ball on the 28. They'll work from the shotgun. Now he's flushed and they got him. It looked like they caught the quarterback by surprise.
Well, that's a great call by the defensive coordinator. They send him off the corner and he just uses his speed to get the sack.
They come out with 4 wide out. Now he's scrambling. Wants to go long and does. Tipped down.
How about that play, Coach?
Kirk, that's exactly how you teach a player to defend the pass. Do anything possible to disrupt the play. You don't necessarily have to make the interception to make a big play on defense.
That's very true. Now they'll have a 4th down situation.
Little too much leg into that punt. They'll bring it out to the 20. The quarterback comes back on the field, and I'm sure he's hoping to make up for that interception on the last drive.
And I don't think this defense will lay down light. They're going to try to continue to rattle this guy.
And off, and he's met immediately.
I'll tell you what, for a defensive back, this kid is a sure tackler, and he showed it right there.
No question. You can tell these guys are very well coached when you see these kind of tackles.
High formation here. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield.
This is picture-perfect defense by this corner. Great job of providing run support.
Yep, he wasn't fooled at all by that play, and he really did well to stop him short of the line of scrimmage.
The defense comes up tight on the coverage. 3 wide receivers on the field. The quarterback in the shotgun. Looking left, finds his fullback. So there was not much doing on that pass play, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Oh, excellent punt. Catches it, and they've got him.
Not much of return there, huh, Coach?
Nope, but at least he held on to the football.
They're packed in tight on the line. They'll bring him down at the 43. About 4 yards on that play.
Gain of 4 on the play.
2nd and 6. Ball on the 43-yard line. They come out with 4 wide out. Scrambling around. Looks to the back and can't connect.
Number 20, the intended receiver on the play.
We've got a 3rd and 6. And there's 2 minutes remaining in the half. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Brought down at the 46-yard line.
How about that? If you're going to blitz both cornerbacks, they'd better get to the quarterback. That's too easy of a read, and that's why we're looking at a 1st down.
They come out in a goal line set. Off the right side, doesn't get much. Good tackle. 3-yard gain by the running back.
3-yard gain on the play.
It's 2nd and 7. And we got a new man in there, running back. He's going to try and scramble. He throws it. He's tackled at the 23. Well, that was one of the best catches we've seen all day, guys.
Great concentration to go up and get that.
And more importantly, it's a 1st down.
1st and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line. They line up in the jumbo set. Give to the tailback, and he's met in the backfield.
These guys have the capability to gain solid, consistent yardage. They have to regroup, come out a bit more motivated next time.
They'll work from the shotgun. He's on the run. Tackle at the 25-yard line. Pickup of less than a yard on the play.
No gain on the play.
And here's another 3rd down. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Looking to throw. And it's going the other way. It's the senior corner. He might have a chance. And they'll return this one all the way. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. So they come up with another interception.
What is it, Kirk? 4 interceptions?
It's only been 3, but it sure feels like a lot more. This defense has really exposed the weakness of this offense today.
Florida State is up by 6. And he converts the extra point. Florida State lines up for the kickoff. And this one's away. Whoa, he just took a licking. It's going to be interesting now to see if this quarterback can put that last throw behind him.
This quarterback just needs to get his composure back. If he settles down, then I think this team will be all right.
Not if this defense has anything to say about it. They're playing with a ton of emotion after that turnover.
And they make the stop at the 25. The quarterback is really upset with himself. If he had that pass back, I'm sure he would have gone somewhere else.
This was a very athletic play by the linebacker. He was waiting on the ball and then made a fantastic interception.
1st down, 10 yards to go. Single set backfield. They'll throw on 1st down. They'll bring him down around the 22-yard line. That pass play gets him roughly 3 yards.
Here, the quarterback just dumps it off to his tight end. But give this defense some credit. They just didn't let him go anywhere.
Looks to pass. Here's the throw, and I don't think he got anything on that.
It could be that the offensive coordinator is trying to lure the secondary in to play more press coverage. And then they'll try to take advantage by going deep. Those safeties better be ready.
but at least it was a simple play. The quarterback didn't try to force the issue there and risk a turnover.
And it's right down the middle. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Florida State to kick. And it's off. Brought down at the 34. We've still got a half of football remaining, but our score at halftime is the Seminoles 17, the Tar Heels 7.
North Carolina.
Florida State is set to kick this ball off to start the second half. Fielded at the 4. And he makes it out to about the 27-yard line. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll go to work at the 27. We've got a 1st and 10. They come out in a goal line set. Here's the run right. He's got nowhere to go.
The halfback had nowhere to run, and he paid for it.
They need to throw some blocks out there. Hit somebody. This ain't a walkthrough.
They'll work from the shotgun. Now he tries to buy some time. Here's the long ball, left side. He hauls it in to the 20, to the 10. He's going to take it to the barn. Touchdown. Here's the point after to try to cut this to a 3-point game.
The extra point is no good.
The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He kicks it. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. The defensive back's moving in closer. Hands it to the back. Tackle made at the 27-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain.
7-yard gain on the play.
2nd and 3 coming up. Ball on their own 27. 4 wide. Drops back to pass. Going right to his tailback. Here he goes. At the 40. And they tackle him at the 31.
Yo, this kid's speed is just nasty.
I got the feeling this coach has been just dying to get him the ball in the open field off that screen pass.
You betcha, Kurt. I mean, did you see that? When he caught the ball, there was tons of guys between him and the first down marker. He might want to go to the sideline to cool off because his engine was cooking.
Here's a screen to the wideout. He gets hit out of bounds. Right around the 10-yard line. Nice little pass play there.
You know what I think about this kid's accuracy? I'll tell you. He's like that kid at the fair throwing darts who pops all the balloons and wins those big stuffed animals.
Yeah, and his balloon made a pretty nice grab there.
Straight ahead on the give. There's nowhere to run there. Picked up a yard of anything on that run. It's 2nd down. Threatening inside the 10. And we got a new man in there, running back. And it's knocked away. And that one probably should have been picked off.
Yeah, are you kidding me? There's a blanket around that receiver. Somebody else had to be open.
3rd down. Here we go from the 9. They'll work from the shotgun. Looks to pass. Throws it to the halfback, and he's got it again. 7-yard loss on the play.
Coach, what in the world happened there?
Let me say this. That is not how you draw up a pass play. And the coach is really mad. I'll bet you a lollipop that doesn't happen again.
Coach, you got yourself a deal, my friend.
And he's got it.
Is good.
And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Florida State ready to kick this one off. And it's off. It's fielded at the 2. Tackle made at the 44-yard line. Well, the offense heading back out onto the field after that kick, hoping to turn this drive into another touchdown.
Yeah, there was no lack of offense on that last drive.
Yeah, they took the ball right up the field. This defense needs to find a way to slow these guys down.
They'll work the right side. They keep it on the ground, and the halfback gets about 7 yards.
7-yard gain on the play.
Second down, 4 yards to go. They come out in a goal line set. Takes it right, and he can't get back to the line of scrimmage. And the defense just swarmed over him on that one.
Yeah, they were able to penetrate the offensive line and get to the running back before that play even had a chance.
Back to pass. Dangerous throw. This one's picked off. And he tackles him hard at the 41.
It's a good play when the corner can break up a pass, but it's even better when he can bring it in for an interception.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 41. From the gun. Here he goes. Oh, man, he took him down hard.
He broke off a really nice run there, and it resulted in a first down.
And we got some fresh legs in there at tailback. He's pushed out of bounds at the 43. And the completion nets him very little yardage. Coach, what's up with that play?
I'll tell you, those defenders crashed in and got him in a hurry. No chance to get anything there.
It was a safe call on first down. You never know when someone's going to break loose and make a play.
They motion to the right. Drops back to pass. Under heavy pressure. Pocket holds. Catches it, and he's immediately tackled behind the line. And they lose a couple there.
Not much going on there. Those kind of plays will not work against this defense. You can be sure of that.
There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. Drops back to pass. Brought down at the 37-yard line. That was a good pass and catch there, but still not enough for the first down.
That's not an easy conversion here on third down for the offense. All the defense has to do is stay back, keep everything in front of them, come up and make a tackle.
It really was a good hold. Excellent job by the secondary to keep them in front of the first down marker.
And the offense will take the field, and they're certainly hoping to do better than they did on their last drive, which ended with a turnover.
This offense really has to avoid silly turnovers.
Yep, especially now. This offense is down a touchdown, so they could really use some points right here and now. They could do it if they could do it without turnovers.
2-yard gain.
Second down, 7 yards to go. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Going deep. And he's tackled at the 15. North Carolina is going to rewrite a lot of school receiving records before this guy's done.
Oh, yeah, that one breaks the school record for receptions in a single season. What a fantastic year for this guy.
And I'll tell you, he's proved over the length of the season that he's better than just about every defender that lines up against him. He might be ready for a new challenge. Yep, the pros.
Their last trip down here was a success. Let's see if this one will result in another touchdown. Runs right, hit hard. Almost eked out a yard on that one.
That was a great hit by the defender. He just drove the ball carrier right to the ground.
And we got a new man in there, running back. Can't find anyone open. Quarterback's going to run it, and he's got room to work. Touchdown, North Carolina. Good call that time as they went to the ground game, and it got them 6.
And they got it in with a bunch of guys getting some great blocks and just blasting that defense.
And you can feel the intensity and emotion in this stadium. This one has been an amazing battle. Right back to square one, assuming this extra point ties it.
Will be tied with the extra point. And he converts the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. North Carolina is ready to kick it away. Here's the kick. He's taken down at the 37. Their last drive resulted in a punt, so let's see if they can put together something a little more promising here. The offense will take over at the 37-yard line. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. He passes it. Tipped away.
You would hope in that situation that the receiver would make more of an effort to catch the football.
The defense comes up tight on the coverage. Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. He's looking to pass. Throws to the right to his fullback. The big guy with room to run. Tackle made around the 42-yard line.
Great call. You got to love the screen pass.
Kirk, I did a study a while back on screen passes, and I found that 80% of the time, the ball carrier will be tackled by the defender from behind. Now, to avoid this, you can peel a blocker back. However, it doesn't matter what direction you tackle from if you've already picked up the first down like these guys did.
So the quarterback completes the slant pattern for about a 9-yard gain. That's the end of 3, and get ready for an action-packed fourth quarter with this game all tied up.
The score is tied.
It's second down now, and they're just a few feet away from that first down marker. The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. Looking to throw. They'll bring him down at the 25-yard line. Nice little pitch and catch with a wideout.
The quarterback and receiver spend a lot of time together. The coaches say they stay after practice just working on their timing, and right there it paid off.
4 wide. Gets it out to him again. Wow! Once he caught that one, nobody was going to get it.
You know, guys, this kid is a true sprinter. He runs track in the offseason.
And it shows right here, Kirk. It looked like he was running against a high school secondary.
And he hits the PAT. So with under 5 minutes to go here in the fourth, the score, Florida State 27, UNC 20. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive cylinder. Florida State gets set to kick this one away. He's to the 10. Tackle made at the 33. So, fellas, what's your attitude at this point in this game?
Well, they have a little bit of time, but I think it's very crucial that they get the ball in the end zone on this possession.
I agree with you, Kirk. They can take their time, but a field goal is just about out of the question.
Hand off to the right. That's a great tackle at the 40-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain.
7-yard gain on the play.
Second down, 3 yards to go. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Scrambling around. He rolls left. Throws it deep. It's knocked away, incomplete. And the linebacker makes a good defensive play.
The thing I like about this play is he made the play without getting pass interference. This is a good football player.
Here's a 3rd and 3. Ball on the 40-yard line. They'll work from the shotgun. Pressure coming, and they get to him.
The protection just broke down there.
I'll tell you, though, Kirk, it's hard to keep this end away from the quarterback.
Well, they're going to have to. Otherwise, this quarterback's going to get drilled out there.
And that'll be 3 and out. And he's taken down at the 49-yard line. We were very close to seeing lightning strike there, fellas.
This was just a booming kick by the punter. He made the return man retreat a little bit to get the ball, but once he fielded it, He was off to the races.
And he got a couple of good blocks on the return. But give this kid a lot of credit.
The running back gives them 6 yards on the ground. 2nd and 5. Ball on the 43. Florida State is up 7. Here's a throw, and I don't think he got anything on that.
Look here. These guys have to try to establish a running game. Then later they can start to pass it. They've got to let the big guys up front do their job and pave the way for the running back.
They line up with 1 running back in the backfield. 3 wide. They give to the tailback. He's taken down at the 34. So he got enough for the first down there.
Yep, nice call to run the ball there on 3rd down. I like it.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He goes out of bounds at the 30-yard line. He ran a good-looking route and picked up positive yardage.
That he did, and he made a good catch. That short passing game is where you see all those hours in the summer that you put in pay off.
They keep it on the ground with a tailback. Tackle at the 24-yard line. So they pick up the first down there. It's about a 6-yard gain on the play.
Guys, that's his halfback's 3rd carry on the drive, and this one will move the chains.
Gives it to the back. And down he goes at the 16-yard line. A gain of 8 on the carry. Second and 3. And a new halfback checks into the game. And that sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Oh, he had the defensive back on his heels. That defender didn't know if it was going to be a post, a corner, a hitch, or a streak. Nice job by the receiver of running a crisp post route, beating the man coverage and keeping the drive alive.
Touchdown, FSU! That could be the ball game, folks.
Not so fast, my friend. They're in a lot of trouble. They need 2 scores and need them fast. But I've seen crazier things happen in college football.
And he tacks on the extra point. So with less than 2 to go in the 4th quarter, the score is Florida State 34, North Carolina 20. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Florida State to kick. Hits off. He's to the 10. He gets out to about the 25-yard line. So what do you think about this situation, fellas?
At this point, I think this game looks like it's out of reach, Coach.
Not so fast, Kirk. It's only a 2-possession game, and these guys won't give up. A quick score, an onside kick, and another quick score, and we're talking about a completely different situation.
Defense looking for another sack in this 2nd down and long situation. And when you make plays like these, young men, you end up being named the Russell Athletic Player of the Game. He's going to go for the home run. Missed him.
Number 1, the intended receiver on the play.
Third down and long coming up here. Ball on their own 16. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Under heavy pressure, and they got him. I'll tell you, this kid is really getting into the backfield and disrupting things.
Outstanding speed there, Brad. He's been pretty good all day, and that's his 2nd sack already.
You can bet the quarterback is just asking his lineman to block this guy, because that's multiple times now that he's been knocked down by this young guy.
Going for the home run. Got a man. And he's taken down at the 35-yard line. Now it's 1st and 10 with the defense trying to regroup after giving up the big pass. They'll work from the shotgun. Running out of time, and down he goes. Great penetration to get in there and sack the quarterback.
Yo, sweethearts, this kid has really impressed me today. He provides great pressure, and he really adds to this great pass rush.
Yeah, that's 2 sacks today for this defensive end. He's really showed up and played the type of game you'd expect from him.
Heavy pressure, and down he goes. 3rd down now, and they need to get it to the 25. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Going deep. Intercepted, and I think I can hear the fat lady sing. And he hits him hard at the 1-yard line.
Oh, man, what a pick. This guy really has a nose for the football.
They'll line up just in front of their own end zone. Ball on the 1. One-man backfield. Tries to pitch it, and now the ball is loose. Touchdown, North Carolina. That was a great play by the defense, and now they have the momentum.
They are still down in this game, but that really lights a spark for this team.
Things are going their way right now, and they'll be right back on the defensive side of the ball trying to make a quick stop so they can get the ball right back.
And he converts the extra point. So with very little time remaining here in the ball game, our score, FSU 34, North Carolina 27. North Carolina lines up with their hands team on the field. If they don't get the ball, then this one's in the books. North Carolina needs a miracle and then some as they set up for this onside kick. Here's the onside. Tackle made at the 37. That's going to do it for this one. Our final score, Florida State 34, UNC 27. And Lee, now as we take a look at our Pontiac game-changing performance, your final thoughts on this one.
This is why I'm up here with you guys. Coaching a game like this might give you a heart attack. Florida State played an outstanding football game, and they proved they can win the close ones. We expected it to be a close game, and we were not disappointed.
Folks, thanks for tuning in to another game of NCAA Football 09. Along with Lee and Kirk and everyone here at EA Sports, I'm Brad Nessler saying so long.
Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please drive home safely.